Good afternoon. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Lovely day out there in the water. Got a lot of bait fish, saw some look downs, a couple barracudas out there and some other things. There goes a Sergeant Major. Happy little fish that they are. All right, well, I'm going to do the coin flip here real quick and spin it, and we'll get on to our first topic, which is what is it about? What is it about? Gold and silver, obviously. And boy, that was a quick coin toss in one of the few bears that we get. So we got a bear here, folks. Let's move into, and by the way, that's a live Deerfield Beach cam in case any of you folks that are new to my videos are wondering what that is. And I'm going to just pause that right there. And let's go into today's quote for the day, which is somebody said once, follow the money, and that's what it is all about. I'm not quite sure who Murray Walker is, but now that I just asked you that, I'm sure I'm going to find out on my own, or someone's going to tell me. So follow the money, and that's what it's all about, and we're going to get into that in a moment, folks. First, let's take a look at the prices of gold and silver. I'm quite pleased with the price of gold, and I'm not disappointed with silver. I sounded it a little bit yesterday. It just, you know, how many times can you watch these big collusive banks just drive the price of silver and gold down, primarily silver mostly, over and over and over, and with impunity, and get away with it. It's just clear-cut manipulation, nothing to do with hedging, nothing to do with anything other than cheating everyone else. And Crimex, who's the CME Group's, Comex allows this to happen. But gosh, man, that's just broken record shit. I'm tired of talking about it. So we know where it's at, but gold's held on to that 1900 level pretty well. Popped below it a little bit yesterday. Could we see sub 1900? Possibly. And silver, guys, hang on, because eventually gold is going up. No matter how you slice it and dice it, gold's going up. Will continue to go up. We're going to have a lot of gyrations in between, up and down, up and down, up and down, but the overall trajectory is upward. That's factual, that's history, that's data. Evidence shows us that the long-term trend for gold is always upwards, okay? And the beauty of gold, unlike equities, unlike cryptos, unlike currencies and fiat, is that gold and silver has a track record of 5,000 years of never going bankrupt, never going broke. And you can't say that about equities, you can't say that about currencies, and you can't say that about cryptos either. Not yet, at least. So, what's that range? 1896 to 1911. By the way, that's what I carry in 1911. 53, I like that number. Currently sitting at 1903, so we're hanging on to that 1900. And as I said, silver, guys, where silver goes, where gold goes, silver will ultimately follow. I forgot to say the ratio yesterday was above 80 to 1. It's still above 80 to 1, so the ratio is quite a bit out of whack. Tells me two things: that gold's going to continue to go down, it's still too high, or the price of silver is too low. I'm betting that the price of silver is too low at these levels. I can't see gold getting taken down much more than this. However, again, we're dealing with collusive, shady mother effers at CME, at the Comex Group, during the Globex and Crimex markets, the overnight markets. So let's move into silver. 23.50 the low, 23.94 the high, currently sitting at 23.56. Probably silver, one of the most manipulated markets out there, blatantly manipulated. Again, we know who does it. I'm not going to repeat myself on this. And if you're not sure, then watch a couple of my videos. I say it enough times. These bastards at CME Group allow it. 23.52 low, 23.94 the high, currently sitting at 23.56. What's this provide an opportunity, folks? Instead of getting upset about it, stick it up their asses. Just buy more physical. Buy the physical. Do not buy into their paper bullshit charade. Keep buying physical. So at 23.56, it seems like a good time to buy the frickin' dip here. Platinum sitting at 905 currently. I say it over and over how cheap I think platinum is. And again, it's often said that the best time to buy something is when no one else wants it. And boy, that sure seems like platinum right now. Nobody else wants it out there. It's just an unloved metal. Out of the big three metals out there, I'm not including palladium because it's a market I don't understand and we hardly sell any of it. Platinum is the unloved. It is the red-headed stepchild of precious metals right now. And again, probably the best time in the world to buy it is when no one else wants it. That's what it looks like with platinum out there. Let's move into the 24-hour charts here and see what we got going on. I'm going to do a quick refresh. And here we go. Where does the monkey hammering take place? In gold in the 24-hour charts. It looks like, again, the overnight markets here where we got 1920, and in the Globex markets owned by CME. By the way, this video is sponsored by the crooks at Crimex. New York Globex markets owned by the CME group, same people that run the New York NYMEX markets, this crooked market right here, and they run the crooked silver markets as well. Looks like overnight the markets drifted downward. Before New York opened, the damage was pretty much done in that downward trend on gold, and we're kind of hovering in that $1,900 level. Listen, they want to take it down. If they could get it down to the 17, mid-17 ranges, they will, but I just don't think they have the oomph, the strength to do it. Every time they knock the price of gold goes down, it shoots back quite a bit up. I also believe that there's major central banks out there adding to their gold positions. This is going to keep the price of gold up, especially in these times right now, where a lot of countries are looking at the U.S. dollar as possibly just declining in its buying. Well, we know it's declining in buying power, but in an accelerated fashion. So a lot of countries are building up their central gold supply, and we're going to get into that in a moment too. Because remember what I said: follow the money. Follow the money. Let's take a look at 24-hour spot bid in the Crimex markets here. And it looks like overnight 2380, and again drifting downward overnight markets right here. That would be Monday night right there. So this is today actually. Again, overnight markets kind of it looked like it was up a little bit, but no less. Silver I think is pretty much. I think we're near bottom. I don't want to say we hit bottom here in silver yet, but I think we're pretty much near bottom in silver. I just can't see taking it 23 or sub 23. I just don't see it happening unless the entire financial world flies apart. Again, anything can happen in that situation, and you wouldn't be able to buy the metal at that price anyway. But no less, I think we're at bottom or near bottom on this stuff. I think they've done all the damage they possibly can. They did it in the course of like 2 weeks here, folks, primarily in the overnight markets, where I'm betting, in my opinion, that these markets have been spoofed by big entities, and they get away with it because, anyways, I'm just tired of talking about it. And you know the spiel, man. You can probably say it for me. Why? Because they're cheating mother. All right, never mind. All right, that wasn't what I was going to say. It's just because, again, it's a crooked marketplace that the CME group runs. It's a crooked casino, and it's leveraged for the whales. It's made for the whales. That's where they make most of their money, so they cater to the whales, and the whales are cheating their asses off at that poker table, folks. Let's take a look at equity markets. I believe this would have been 1,000, 2,000 points down. I believe the equity markets would have been 20%, 30% down already 2 months ago if the presidential plunge protection team, which is a combination of the Federal Reserve, the central bank, the Federal Reserve, and the Treasury and the President's Financial Working Group, okay? They get together. They know they can't let equities collapse. It's what they built their whole house of cards on, is the frickin' equities markets, these dumbasses. And if they let the equities market crash, then they're admitted to failure, but they've already failed. Listen, in the back end of it, they're pumping money into the Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ just to keep this market from hemorrhaging and doing another 2008 style collapse. You know what? Let it go. Let it collapse. And let the shitty players, the bad crooked players, let them fail, let them go under, let them do whatever, and let strong hands pick up the pieces. That's my opinion. But no less, we got who we got in government right now, who we even had last time, the time before. We haven't had anybody good running our government for a long time, and they're not looking out for our interests. No less, not going to go there. We can talk about politics another time. Hey, I'm going to get into what this thing right here, what I was saying earlier. Somebody said once, follow the money, and this is what it's all about. All right, ready for my conspiracy theory here? First, I want to look at banks. One of the reasons I think gold is kept so strong, and I'm not talking about silver, gold, and again, silver guys, where gold goes, silver will follow, is that central banks, for an archaic, what do they call it, relic, a piece of shiny rock that comes out of the ground, which is what the U.S. government, the corporate media all over the world tries to tell you, including the financial world. Meanwhile, what the frick do they own? Look at the U.S. government supposedly owns 8,000 metric tons of gold. But I'd like to see Fort Knox. I don't think it's there. I think it's been leased out, and there's a bunch of IOUs sitting in Fort Knox. That's oversimplifying it, folks, but more or less in a nutshell, that's my belief. The interesting player here is Russia and China. China, for a fact, we know this is a lie. This number right here is a lie. It's bullshit. It's propaganda. China has far, far more metric tons of gold than what they're leading on for us to believe. You got to remember, China lied about a lot of things as far as economics. They don't mind lying as long as it benefits them, all right? Well, hold on. What government doesn't do that, I guess, including our own, all right? So let me not say that. But no less, that number is way too low. I'm betting China has double and triple that in gold supplies. Same with Russia. I think Russia has tremendously understated their gold supply here at 2,298 tons, metric tons. And I think we're overstating ours. They're understating, we're overstating, I'm pretty sure, unless we really do have that money or that amount of gold in our vaults. And question, when is the last time anyone heard the United States adding to the reserves? I don't think I've ever heard that in my lifetime. Let me know what you think in comments. Some of you guys that have quick fingers, do a search right now. But when is the last time historically that we've ever added to our central gold supply in the United States? That's a great question. Let's take a look. Remember Germany, too? Several years back, 10 years or whatever it was, repatriated their gold from the United States. Why? Because they knew we probably sold it, loaned it out, leased it out, and probably didn't have it. And I don't think we did when they asked for it back. I think we gave them some of our gold. I also think that we probably had to scramble to get it, because look how long it took Germany to get their gold back. How many of you gold guys, gold bugs, remember that deal? All right. Let me move along from here. And where is this all going? Somebody said once, follow the money, and that's what it is all about. I've got an interesting theory here, folks. Follow through with me. Ukraine, gold reserves. This surprised the shit out of me. I took a look at this the other day. 2019, 24.7 tons. Actually Ukraine has increased their gold reserves since 2019. But, interestingly enough, there's always a but. There's always a big but somewhere, isn't there? But, all right, does anyone remember this? I find it odd that Ukraine is increasing their gold supply as well, increasing their gold reserves. Very interesting. And again, this is from the World Gold Council. This is official data reported by Ukraine. I suspect it's true. However, that gold is not in Ukraine. Not many people know that. Not many people talk about that. It's probably not spoken about much at all. Is this 27 tons of gold, even if they have genuinely been adding to their gold supply? What is the longest chart? Let me see the maximum chart here. There you go. There's a maximum chart. And I'm going to take a look at this timeline here. Ready? This is actually when the coup, supposedly the coup, started right here in about 2000. Looks like Ukraine was adding to their gold supply, and my gosh, take a look at that. This I did not know. Wow, what happened to their gold? This is new to me too. 40, what? Anyways, if I'm reading this right, Ukraine had as high as 40 tons at one point, and then after the coup, 2014, 2016, U.S.-inspired CIA and Newland, State Department, Obama and Biden-inspired coup in Ukraine happened. Look at that. Look where that number fell off to. That blows my mind, folks. I didn't realize that. Where did that gold go, by the way? Where did that gold go? All right, got something interesting to show you as well. Ukraine gold reserves reportedly to be hastily aircraft to the U.S. Now, here's the key point. Look at when this article was written, 2014, March 14th. This was in the middle of when the elected president of Ukraine was tossed out on his ass in a coup, again, coup inspired or done by Secretary Newland, the CIA, Biden, Obama administration, whatever, all right? This is the same time right here when that civil war was created, shortly after this. I want you to read this. I remember this story. I just thought about it the other day. As per the report of a source from the Ukrainian government, the Ukrainian gold reserves were confirmed to be moved on an aircraft from Bristol Airport, Kiev, to the United States. Folks, this is pretty heavy stuff here. In 2014, after, again, a U.S.-inspired coup, this is a fact, this isn't made-up stuff. People like to say this is Russian disinformation, it's bullshit, it's a fact. We we've done a lot of coups all over the world. It's one thing America is really good at. We're good at causing coups and overturning governments worldwide. We weren't so lucky and able to do it in Syria because the Russians jumped in. Maybe that's why we're doing a payback in Ukraine. Maybe Ukraine is just a payback for Syria, but no less, it doesn't explain this. It doesn't explain this. Someone said once follow the money, and that is what it's all about, folks. I'm following the money here. Funny enough, look, Ukraine's gold, they lost, what, 10, 20 metric tons during the coup? Did someone steal it? Did they spend it? What the F happened there? Ooh, I think we're onto something here, folks. All right, so back in 2014, a big-ass airplane, probably a U.S. military airplane, more than likely, unmarked, moved about 40 tons of gold was removed out of Ukraine and flew into the United States. But look, in 2014, folks, it don't look like 40 tons made it to the United States. This is very suspicious to me. The numbers don't jive. Nothing matches here. And again, follow the money, okay? The report says about 40 tons of gold is flown from Ukraine to the U.S. However, according to the World Gold Council, Ukraine has in store 36 tons of gold. I wonder how much was stolen. Gold reserves in 40 sealed boxes were loaded on an aircraft in Kiev during the coup, the U.S.-inspired coup. All right? Follow the money, folks. Follow the money. Think about how much gold that is. 40 tons, man. That's tremendous. That's we're into the billions there, if I'm correct. Someone do the math for me. And according to a reliable source from the government of Ukraine, the transfer of gold was ordered by the acting prime minister of the country, Mr. Arseny Yatsenyuk. The acting new prime minister was replaced by the president of Ukraine, who was ousted by Secretary of State Victoria Nuland in a coup. All right? The gold transfer is speculative as the Ukraine's government legitimate fear in safekeeping their gold reserves now in the U.S. Federal Reserve so that Russian invasion doesn't take possession. Folks, this was in 2014. I think, according to the gold, U.S. Federal Reserve and State Department was asked to disclose whether they had taken custody of Ukraine's gold. However, the department, while acknowledging the Inquisition, said they will respond to the issue soon. We've never heard about Ukraine's gold since. A large part of it disappeared on this plane trip somehow. Listen, I'm not making this shit up. The facts are right here. Take a look at this. Reported gold supply after we flew it to the Fed. Where did it go? Where, folks, all right? And we know for a fact that the United States inspired this coup. Folks, man, there is a huge robbery going on here. And where do I think the money? Again, follow the money. That's what it's all about. Here's what I think is going to happen to that money. I think we probably do have the gold here. We acknowledge that we have it, all right? We've officially acknowledged that we have Ukraine's gold, all right? However, we can't just outright steal it. We flew it over here. Maybe we stole 10 tons of it, 20 tons of it. It sure makes it look like it there, doesn't it? Or we gave it to someone. But once we got the gold back into our country, we acknowledge we have it. We say there's 27 tons of it, all right? How do we steal it now? How does the U.S. government steal Ukraine's now? Well, here you go. I'm going to show you. You know all these weapons that are going to Ukraine, folks? All these weapons that are going to Ukraine? Well, they're not free. A lot of people, especially so-called the lefty people that have no idea how economics works and thinks everything is for free, thinks that Ukraine's getting these weapons for free. They are not. Ukraine will be paying for these weapons, and I kind of think I know how they're going to pay for them now. They're going to pay for them for a default. Look at this. This is fact. I'm not making this stuff up. Ukraine purchased 210 Javelin anti-tank missiles and 37 launchers from the U.S. in 2018. This is before the war for $47 million. State Department approved the sale, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, folks, we're not giving them these weapons. We are selling them to them, and we are selling them a lot of old weapons. This is going to make the military-industrial complex just richer. So we're selling them a lot of old weapons, and guess where the money's probably going to come from if they don't pay us, or guess where it probably is coming from now? It's coming from the gold that they sent us, not useless, worthless fiat. I bet you that the United States is going to end up owning a large part of Ukraine's gold, especially if Ukraine just falls apart and falls to pieces, all right? If Ukraine went into Russian hands, then we have a great excuse for stealing all that gold from Ukraine, but we don't. But we tried. And it's still not. We still have plenty of time to steal it from them by selling them old, antiquated weapons that will most likely get them killed, not save their country. All right. anyways, there you go. There's my thoughts on the matter. I think that there's a big play right now to go after Ukraine's gold, which is sitting in the United States, which mysteriously, a large part of it just disappeared. Can you find an article that talks about? No, none at all, folks. And listen, the numbers don't lie, all right? Well, maybe they do. And liars use numbers sometimes as well, but there's something really hinky going on here, something really funky, folks, and it involves a large amount of money, and then it starts to make you wonder why we're in this war. Is it to steal their gold and get rid of old weapons so that we can create some new ones ourselves and spend some more money here? War is good for economies. Well, here, there's the Russian central bank's gold reserves, by the way. Where was I going from here? Let's go into ZH. There's not too many articles to talk about. Look, there's some weapons, except Germany doesn't have their gold. We do. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm being sarcastic, actually. I think it's a shame. I think that, gosh, the thievery and the scumbaggery that our government and governments, EU, globally, worldwide, it's just gotten to new levels. It's so in our face, it's not even funny. And no less, let's go up here and see what else is going on. Congratulations to Elon Musk. I hope you do turn it into a true free speech platform. And that's not good for Poland, but they get what they ask for. You know what I mean? Look up here, they delivered tanks. And then they're going to cry because they're not getting Russian oil. Give me a break, come on. This whole thing is all about robbing Ukraine blind, whether it's the Europeans or the U.S., whoever gets there first. Again, that's my opinion. Follow the frickin' money, folks. You think it's about freedom? You think it's about poor Ukrainians? Man, you are living in a delusional world if you really believe that. Give me a second here. Let me just kind of go down. There's not much more to talk about. I could turn this into a 2-hour video, but we're not going to do that, folks. Meanwhile, what can I do? I can give you the best deals out there. Hey. I got a bunch of kilo bars, and man, it was 900 pounds I had to carry in myself from a sidewalk. I'll show you the video in a moment here. And it's listed on our site, actually, on our YouTube channel. You can watch the video, too. Best deals out there, without doubt, are still 1-ounce gold bars. Worst deals out there are American gold coins, Eagles, Canadian gold maple leafs are not too bad. And definitely graded certified U.S. gold is the fucking worst deal you can buy. Excuse me, I did say it. And I'm going to drink a cup of coffee on that one. One sec. That's if you're stacking gold. They are the worst deal out there. Best deal is gold bars. You should still be able to get them. Although I'm hearing that supplies is tight on gold bars right now. You might be able to pick them up at spot minus. What century am I living in? Minus. Spot plus. Oh gosh, about $78 from us, I think. Again, I think, as you know, I'm a local South Florida dealer, commercial rare coins and precious metals. We're in Lauderdale by the Sea. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. I advertise to beat J.M. Bullion, the big 800-pound gorilla out there, on the better gold and silver products. Some of the crap that they carry, I don't care. I call it crap because it's overpriced in my opinion, and I'm not going to carry overpriced crap to sell to you guys. I don't care how much money can be made on it. I'm going to sell you a good product at a good price, and we're going to give you good service and face-to-face service, something you can't get from JM, and we're going to meet or beat their prices as well. As I said, the best deal out there is gold bars. That's what we're going to recommend that you buy. And there's some other deals. As far as fractional stuff, I got some good deals, folks. I still got some US $5 commemoratives that you can buy for the melt price plus $35 for almost a quarter ounce. Great deal on that. Some other things. Again, you got to live in South Florida, and if you don't, recommend you find yourself a good local dealer. Best deals in silver are out there. Still 100-ounce silver bars. I have just got a ton of platinum, not a ton, I just got platinum. I just got like 900 pounds worth of kilo silver bars in yesterday, by the way, which I carried myself twice. Man, I carried 800 pounds of silver twice yesterday. Feeling a bit sore in the lower back, but hey, I like it. Good exercise, especially for our sedentary coin dealer types. Silver bars, best deal out there. Worst deal out there, Silver Eagles, absolutely atrociously priced. Wouldn't buy them, wouldn't recommend them. And I got them here. If you have to buy one for a gift, or you just want to fill a couple in your tube, I'll sell them to you, and I'll still beat JM Bullion and the other guys. But meanwhile, terrible prices. Again, best deal, hundreds, tens, and ones. And as I said, I'll beat the pants off of these guys right here. So should your local dealer if you don't live in South Florida and you don't have the the luxury of dealing with Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins. And again, if you don't live in South Florida, please find yourself a good local, honest, intelligent, smart, handsome coin dealer like myself in your local area. Here's my unboxing video right here, folks. You can hear the, if you want, you can hear my background, my comments. You know me, I've got to make comments here. And you know what? Here, I'll save it so you can go see it. It's called 900 Pounds of Silver Kilo Bars, the unboxing video. Yeah, I just clipped that right there, and so I won't spoil the ending, the unboxing. Guess what's behind that? Oh, it's not too hard to figure out. All right, let's take a look at yesterday's video. Crooked Comic smashes silver again. Over and over and over. At some point, it's going to cease, folks. Chart guy. It broke below that $25 level, and I still think that the charts just don't take into account that these fuckers can smash it anytime they want, and they do. You know, I believe the charts are correct, but gosh damn, how do you take this into account, really? And there's no silver available. You know, it's completely frickin' rigged, chart guy. I mean, it is, all right? But anyways, appreciate everything, and I'm still looking forward to more of your comments, and I'm not throwing you under the bus at all. Still love charts, love learning about them, and I appreciate, again, what you put out there, okay? But I'm still curious what the fuck happened as far as the charts go. Let's take a look at, pardon the F-bombs today, folks, but most of you listen to my videos are adults. You're not children, and sticks and stones may break your bones, but names would never hurt you. Tree climber, Monday, I noticed many dealers were slow, 5 to 15 minutes to offer this price. Yeah, it is kind of quiet. I think even a lot of the dealers out there were shell-shocked by this, even though they've expected it and they've gotten used to it. You know, we're used to it. Dealers are used to this. I mean, it's what we deal with all the time. Dollar doesn't seem like much until you put it into the perspective of an institution that can purchase several tons of it. It's definitely being filled with absolutely. Maurice, you're correct there, sir. Thanks for commenting. Math. Hey, Michael, what's up? Sinking ship. I've never forgotten it. Went to my 100-ounce bar. You cleaned out your local coin dealer. Shame on you, Dario. Thanks for watching, sir. Appreciate it. Young people are naive. I was naive. I agree. Spiritual thing, man, is kind of interesting stuff there. Thanks for your comment there. And like everything else. But when will comics manipulation ever end? Chris Dutcher, seems like never, but it will. It will. They're going to completely screw this pooch, and when they do, it's going to cost them dearly. Listen, silver, you know, again, remember, Bank of America has got that deal where they owe a bunch of silver at $23 an ounce that they got to replace. It's not a contract they can roll over, I'm understanding. Also, look at the big short positions on the crooked Crimex markets. You know, they were going to suffer 12, 13, $14 million losses cumulatively if they did not bang this back down to $23. And the question you got to ask yourself, how much silver could they actually buy back at that level? What's on the other side? At some point, they're not going to be able to buy this stuff, folks. They couldn't create enough paper, and people aren't going to, you know, they're not going to want to pay. Again, Bank of America's got to return real silver, not paper. And yeah, premiums are insane. Can't argue with that, J. Alex Wheeler. PM time, what's up? Yep, absolutely. And Russell says, according to YouTube Live from Kinesis Money, says the silver contract on Tuesday. Yep, we'll probably hear what the short is. I'll be listening to Ted Butler. I think Ted Butler is actually the smartest man out there when it comes to reading these reports. And let's go on from here. John, it sure seems like that as well. Thanks for commenting. Enjoy your trip to the mine. Spent my recent savings on spot at $24.70. Good for you. $3.50 is a good deal, dude. That's not bad at all. I think you're right in the money there. And thank gosh your local coin store. I'm glad you're dealing with your local guy. Keep that money local, man. Get spent in your town as well. Bank of America can eat my shorts. They can kiss my ass too, Celtic Knot. I agree with you on that. And the gold backs, I'm not a fan of the gold backs. I have a couple here just for novelty. I have them in New Hampshire and in Nevada. You know, and they sell for substantially more than the price of gold. I mean, they're double the gold price at least that's supposed to be in them. Which I believe it's in them, but no, stick with, trust me, stick with gold bars, gold coins, that kind of thing. You know, I got one too. I thought they were cute, so I've got a few for novelty. Britannia's on sale. Yo, that's good. You got a good deal. And they're pulling us because of the shorts they hold. Dale, we talk about that. You're spot on. We're on the same page. Josh says spot and physical prices getting further apart. That's true as well. Comics does it again because I've said now for 2 years and before anyone's talking about weak mining CEOs. Yeah, that's a very good point. One of the reasons if mining CEOs would actually stand up and start holding back their supply and start complaining about this and lawsuits against COMEX, you might have something. But you got to remember, the CEOs of most mines, they're either engineers who have no clue about this market, or they're financial people who have no clue about this criminal market, and that's why. Thanks, Steve and Electrum. We know silver, they haven't purchased that silver. Nope, I don't believe BOA has bought that silver back. Ted Butler will let us know pretty soon. Yeah, you're right, they pissed me off too. It's getting more difficult to hold thy tongue. Yes, thy it is. Yes, it is. I said, thy it is. Yes, it is. Both Chile and Peru could nationalize their mines. That could happen very well. Tough to say. Platinum, I've got platinum here, but you got to be local. I can't ship it to you. I'm sorry, Liquid Electrum. And yeah, they keep doing it. Spot paper is still 30 bucks an ounce. Yeah, almost a little bit lower, 28 or so online when I'm looking at 27, 28 in that range with the lower prices. Yeah, they are scumbag crooks. Yep. And find out the names of these manipulators, work and live and do the same thing. They dox them. I like that idea, but I don't know if it's legal. And if it's not legal, don't do it. This is great. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. And Mike, Voodoo, every one of you folks here, I am what I am. That's true. Popeye did say that. It's not an original quote by me. Why did they stop producing fractional platinum? They stopped producing a lot of stuff at the Mint, Bo, and I think it's because of shortage of product. They say supply chain, but I think that's bullshit. And I don't believe that's true. But then again, you never know, Bill. You might be right on that. Silver was so heavy, my back hurts. Yeah, I did 900 pounds of it. You can see the video today on my channel. There's no such thing as sub-dollar. Yeah, that's true. There doesn't seem to be once you add the premiums in. Is a old gold $5 gold piece about the same as a quarter gold eagle? No. Old $5 gold piece would be 0.2419, whereas quarter ounce is 0.25. Real silver to gold ratio is 80-1 right now. Does not matter if it's monkeying because you can take advantage of dip. That's it. Buy the frickin' dip. PS. Good to see you saying that. It should be illegal for the CM to hire monkeys. Actually, I think monkeys would do a better job. It's not really. They know what they're doing at CME, folks. Man, that's just greedy shit what they're doing at CME. And their power to manipulate dies with $1. That's probably very true, and let the show begin. Thanks, Welco. Anyways, I'm going to move along here for my quote of the day. Think for yourself, question authority. Thanks for watching, folks. You know exactly what this means. I sound like a broken record if I can't keep repeating it. If you're new to my videos, hey, check it out. I explain this quote every day, and I live it, and I hope you do too as well. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Call us anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. If you live in South Florida, I am the #1 dude down here for precious metals, rare coins, and other cool stuff. If you don't live in my area and you can't deal with me and you got questions, please put it in the comments section. I do my best to answer. And even better, find yourself a good local, handsome, honest coin dealer, bullion dealer like myself. Keep that money in your own town. Nothing wrong with Jay and Bullion and the other guys, but you know, once you ship that money out of your state, it's gone. Your local coin dealer, like myself, here in town, spend it here with the local fishing guy, at the local Publix, at the local meat market, at the local liquor store, drug store, at the local fishing store. I spend it here in town. And that's what we need to do all over our country here, is keep it local. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.